Okay, so in my first year of trading, I actually had a lot of difficulty in learning. I saw things being very many. I actually always say that I've spent here 2 years, but the 2 years I've spent here, the whole of my first year was a waste of time. The whole of my first year was losing. The whole of my first year was learning stupid stuff that I even don't use even now. The whole of my first year was trading on things like binary options, things that I'm now trading forex. So I came across a rule that saved me all this. Did I just? I came across a rule that saved me from that struggle, that I began looking at forex and learning forex without pressure. So in this video I'm going to tell you what's the rule, why the rule works, how to apply the rule. Okay, so let's just go straight to it. What's the rule? This rule is called the 1% rule. This rule just implies that you don't see things as 50%, 100%, but you see your processes as just 1% daily, in which if you if you pile up that 1% with time to come, you would have made a lot of progress. Okay, so why does this rule work? So this rule works because it helps you to stop seeing things as a whole. That's the first thing. You stop seeing things as a big pile, but you see things in steps, and you begin learning forex without pressure. Actually, after I'm applying this rule, I stopped seeing myself reach in 2 months. I stopped seeing myself reach in 6 months, just because I applied this rule correctly. So if you apply this rule correctly, you begin learning forex without pressure. You begin learning forex the right way, and you will give yourself time to develop a heart of forex and a good mindset. Anyway, what are the real benefits of this rule? The one benefit is to stay consistent. So with forex or with anything in life, you should always stay consistent. Like if you say that you're learning forex every day, or learning forex every time it's supposed to be learned, you should always keep yourself consistent and learning forex every day. You add up brick by brick by brick. Today you learn this, tomorrow you learn the other, tomorrow you learn the other. Not stopping or not having breaks, or not getting burn out when you're learning. Not reaching that tip when you feel like now you're tired of learning, or now you're feeling so tired to learn. Okay, so this will also helps you to avoid unnecessary losses. So when you're learning just 1%, you find yourself learning the things you need to learn, not the things you're learning because you're rushing to something. So losses, most times beginners make them when they are rushing to something, when they are rushing to the money, when they are rushing to the Lambos, the jets. Now it's even very funny. Like some beginner began yesterday, so he saw Alex G buying a plane or a jet. So the beginner is like hype motivated. He wants to buy a jet. Anyway, so it avoids you making unnecessary losses from the hype, or from feeling like you want to achieve something very quick. So the other thing is to build confidence. So when you keep learning something every day, you get confidence from that thing. You stop learning something quick, or like for example, if the first day, let me just give this simple example. The first day you went to town, or the first day you visited a busy town, right? Even though you stay at home for the whole month and you go back to town, even though that home is in the same town, and you go back to that busy town, you still lack confidence. But if you go every day at the same town, you begin now getting confidence to cross roads. You begin getting confidence to interact with new people. Like if you do something daily, just even attaching small steps to it, you gain confidence to it. So this will also can help you on that too. Okay, so the other thing is, how do you use this rule actually? So the first way to use this rule, actually, first way, you should help me subscribe to this channel, because I see most people that are watching my videos are not subscribed to this channel. And anyway, how do you start using this rule? The first way to use this rule is, one, always pick one concept daily. If it comes across you learning forex, always pick one thing every day. It's even very funny, when I was using this rule, I used to learn, when I remember back in my days, I learned how to enter trade for the whole day. I give it a whole day to learn it. You may even see it as simple when you're in an intermediate or when you've been in forex for a long time, but when you're a beginner, you don't know what buy stop is, you don't know what sell limit is, you don't know what the opposite of them is, you don't know what market execution is. So I give myself a whole day to practice that and to research on that. It doesn't mean you're going to sit on your desk to learn for the whole day, no. It means you get your phone and your YouTube or your TikTok or your Instagram or your Pinterest, anything, any social media that you have chosen to learn forex from, or even your mentor. You say, today I want to learn on how to enter trade, and that's it. You go on social media, search on how to enter trade, types of executing markets, types of what. So you dedicate the whole day to only how to enter a trade. That's the first way. So the second way is, always write what you have learned. So if you have learned on how to enter a trade or how to execute the last day, you should always pick a simple notebook, just a very simple notebook. It doesn't need you to have a whole day of forex. It doesn't need you to have a whole library for forex, no. Just pick a simple notebook for $3, $4, $2, $1, and always write what you have learned. You're not writing for the purpose of going back and reading them after revising them and making preps, no, like making winter. you're not writing this to keep them to come after and make winter. You wake up in the morning and read this, no, revise them as a student, no. But the purpose of writing them is for you to memorize them. Actually, there is a power in noting, because if you write something, even though you don't come back and read it, you memorize it better if you don't write it. I don't know if it's on me, but for the most students I've taught about forex, when they write anything, they always memorize it more than when they don't write it. Okay, so always note whatever you have learned. So what's the third thing? The third way of applying this is, practice what you have learned every day. So if you're learning how to enter trade, don't go on social media trying to learn on how to enter trade, then you watch videos and leave it there. No, that will turn out to be just entertainment. Always practice what you have learned. If you have learned on how to enter trade, at least take 6 hours maybe learning on that, or maybe take 30 minutes learning on that. Then spend the much time practicing that same thing you've learned. It will actually be so helpful than just watching videos or reading PDFs or asking your mentor without practicing. Anything that teaches you forex is just going to do for you only 20%, and 80% is your work for you to do by yourself. Anyway, thanks for watching my video. If you like it, subscribe. If you like it, like it. If you like it, just do me a favor and subscribe. Thank you.